Grand rising, beautiful souls. There is so much power in being as self-reliant and self-sufficient as possible, because when you don't rely on external sources, you are more empowered within yourself. And within you, you have the power and strength to do most things on your own. Not everything, because we all need help at times, because that's what it's about. But sustaining yourself as much as possible helps you, because you don't have to go outside of yourself and have anything. You have most of this stuff on your own. And my life is so much different. All of our lives are different. No one can understand your life like you can, because they haven't walked in your shoes. No matter what I say to anybody or what I express, they're not going to understand me completely, because I've been through so much and I know it from my own firsthand experience. And no one, I can't know your perspective and what you've been through, because I'm not you either. We are different facets of the same whole. We are a united family of the same whole. We have different facets of Christ, different sparks of Christ that we are. And within our sacred heart, it guides us and leads us and sustains us. And that's why we can do a lot more than we think on our own without needing external sources when you're with God. People look at me and, most days, I do what I want, usually I make these videos early, so there's days that I don't feel like wearing makeup, and there's days I do feel like wearing makeup. It's just whatever I feel like doing. I express myself for me, not anybody else. What I wear for me, not anybody else, because most of the time I'm just in here. Anyway, I'm not out there a lot, and I'm not saying be alone all the time, but what I'm saying is be self-sufficient. And I don't require the outside world to sustain me. And I, especially at this level, am not going to let in the wrong people, places, or spaces. I might have to participate in the outside world, but I only do it when necessary. I only ask for things when necessary. And that's the way we should all strive to be. Be as self-reliant and self-sustaining as possible, beautiful souls. Because the more you do yourself, the less you need to rely on someone, the stronger you are. And I don't get my hair done. I do my own hair. I cut my own hair. I've taught myself pretty much everything I know. I was never taught anything, hardly at all. Myself was the one that taught me. I was not taught. My parents didn't teach me much of anything except how controlling and negative and everything that they could be. And I had to teach myself everything, which was, an experience that was harder, but it also taught me to be stronger and more self-sustaining. And so that's the positive side, because everything actually is a positive side, because it's there to help you and help you grow and be empowered. And because of who I am as a warrior of light, the role I have in this unfolding truth of what we're in now, the revealing and healing back to the true nature of Christ. And that's my assignment for this experience at this particular time is to help people and fight the good fight of the light over the dark, over the lies, over the confusion. The things that I am supposed to do had to be coming from a place where somebody was very self-sufficient and self-reliant. That way I was able to grow more within myself. That's what I'm talking about. So whatever you can do to be self-sufficient and self-reliant and not allow yourself to have anything that you go to the outside for except what is necessary, you are stronger because you're more self-sufficient, self-reliant. And, when 2020 came and everybody was locked up and they didn't let people go out, it was already normal to me. And everybody was not liking it because they couldn't get their hair done. I seen the star because they rely on the stars, and everybody usually relies on somebody else. But if you can do it, it's better to do it yourself. I'm not saying everybody can do everything themselves. That's not what I'm saying. But there are things that you can do, and the more things you can do on your own, the stronger and more empowered you are. And like I said, I don't get my hair done. I don't go outside of anyone to cut my hair. I am self-reliant. I don't really require much from the outside. The only stuff that I really use the outside for is when I have to acquire food and things like that, because I don't go to doctors. I don't do doctors. I am very self-sufficient. I take care of my body on my own. I take supplements as needed. Sometimes they change. It's all an individual journey. Nobody's journey is the same. So what somebody can self-sustain on, or what somebody else can do, is not the same as what you can do. You've got to know yourself. Know what you can do and what you can't do. Know your weaknesses, know your strengths, and focus on your strengths, and then strengthen more in every area you can until you're more self-sufficient, more self-sustaining in as many areas as possible. And then you only have to acquire things outside of you that are absolutely necessary, and the possibilities are better in that essence of beingness. Yes, connection is essential, but only the right connections with people that are on your same wavelength, on your same frequency of growth and positivity. In other words, your vibe tribe, the frequency that is matched close enough to yours that you can still sustain who you are without lowering your vibration, without lowering your frequency of the existence that you are expressing as you out to everyone. In other words, your mirror must be as clear as possible all the time. What you are expressing out must be as clear and precise as possible to who you really are, without letting anything cloud your mirror or dim the light of your own mirror. I'm sending you endless blessings. Stay strong and empowered as possible within your own self. Do as much as you can on your own.